individual strengths, separate from his or father's? He makes it sound so easy.
Indeed he does. But it's not easy at all. He is deceiving you.
What?
You are Hugo, successor to the House Fact, are you not? If we could have but a moment of your time, we will be most appreciative. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of East Origin, where this time around we're going through the Blighted Blood. This is not going to be as challenging as it was with Hugo and Unica. It's going to just be kind of smooth sailing for the most part, because there isn't really any big disruptions going on in the story. It's just kind of gameplay. There's like one big interruption, but nothing too substantial. We're just going to go through it really quickly, honestly. Kind of really quickly. I don't want to like say it's like too quick, but it's pretty simple. I almost got hit by that. I had the wrong magic on, and I'm like, uh-oh. That's fine. Gonna go this way, and we got spikes blocking this path now, so just whoop, straight through. Pretty easy. They're not making it stupidly hard to get through. They're just like, oh, hey, you already know this trick. You've done it before, and if you don't, then you know it now. It's like, oh, there has to be some way through there. So you just kind of try whatever you have, and then you're like, oh, I can go back to that other area and get the thing. There we go, 10,000 SP. Honestly, not the best reward. I kind of would have wished for like 20,000, but give me 20,000 right there. Probably would have been dumb. I get it, but I don't like to grind that much, and I have to grind in order to get SP in this game, so what can you do? Either way, get rid of you. We're gonna go up here to hit this switch next, which will open that path down there, so I'm just gonna wait a second and go through. Yeah, you can kind of just keep getting hit by that if you just walk into it really stupidly. It's just like, ow. It's like 5 damage, but it's like, I walked into a solid wall. How does that make any remote lick of sense? Like that. That made a little bit of sense, but it was coming down, so I feel like I should not have gotten hit there, but what can you do? What can you do? I'm gonna go right over here and actually be done with that mess, because we don't have to deal with it any further. There we go. All these little things, I'm just gonna kind of destroy them as much as possible, just so I can get that out speed. I'm not gonna kill every possible thing, otherwise we'd be here forever, but it's still nice to have. Anyway, we're going right over here. Hello there, I'm gonna get your SP, please. That's 1, 2, 3, thank you for that. And we can't actually get through there. We do actually get hit by it if you notice really closely. If I touch it, it's like, ow. So we do need to go around in order to get to that, which is just going right up over here. I'm not gonna decide to, actually, you know what? You're all gathering towards me. I might as well just do this. Thank you. A little quick and easy kind of grind spot. You can just go in and out, let them all come to you, and then just like, yeah, it works. It's nice to have, but it's not the best thing. Obviously, the best thing would be like the room right before the boss. That's always how it is. It's like, oh, hey, enemies that are actually strong. Let's go do that instead. Either way, we're actually going to go right over here. Let them come towards me. There we go. Bam, bam. Just knock them all out in one fell swoop. Thank you for that, and hit this button. And that opens up the path so we can actually go down below. Cutscene. Thank you. It took a little longer than I expected. There we go. Get rid of you. Thank you for that. I would love to just knock one of them down a hole. That's fine. I'm going to go down the hole instead. All right. Let's get them all to clump to me. That works. Thank you. Alrighty. So right up here we have a big, not big, like 4 enemies, not that big deal. Just do this. There. And that opens up that treasure chest. And the pathway. Grab all that and grab this. Easy Rotafruit. All right, moving on now that we got that. Hello again. Just come to me. Come to me. Thank you. You're dead. Might as well get you on at it. There we go. Give me that sweet SP. Hello again. Thank you. All right. And up we go. Now that we have that cleared out, just go right over this way and deal with this little button right here. To open up the path over there, we just gotta make a still oddly positioned jump. I really don't get it. Like, I guess, I know it's a demonic tower and all, but it's, ow. But it still doesn't really make too much sense to me. It's a weird little puzzle, but because in this case, you could, it's right there, you're good. I mean, obviously you wouldn't be able to just mid-air dash in real life, but it's still an odd puzzle to me. Because one, spikes in a video game only really make sense when you land on the spikes. And other times when you just take damage by walking through them, it's really stupid. Unless they're like really small spikes where you kind of like hurt your feet. Still doesn't make sense here. It really doesn't. Either way, let's go right over here and talk to you. Hello there, buddy.
Sure. Nima shelf nsian gully. Hello. Siar perfect. Yeah, this thing is normal. Here, this is Nigali. Nerf set beaver.
Drew appears to be hungry. I can't understand what you're saying, but it's pretty obvious what you want. Yep, we'll give it another rotor fruit.
Is he a miracle story? Push no. Him. Whoa. Him the little bit. Push not bezoli. Just him nerf floor and boss. Nerf him, was he? So much do you from your muscles.
And we get the Phantom Mail for that. Armor made by demons. As ever, I'm in your debt. Thank you.
Nerf him, you always give me.
Yep, another armor piece from a brew. This is defense plus 40, armor made from a demon carcass. Naturally defends against the miasma. What miasma? Eh. Don't really know. Either way, we're just gonna go through and just start killing things. These things, honestly, are not... They're not very tough, I say, as I miss them completely. That's their toughness there. They're just kind of hard to hit. So that's why you just track them like this and just kill them. Or miss them entirely. There we go. Hello there. So funny thing about the ruse, I don't think I've actually done this yet in this playthrough. I'm probably not going to because I just like reversing the text. You can understand what they say if you transform into your demon form before you talk to them. This is all information that's online, so I don't really feel the necessary need to, and the editing's just funny in my part. But yeah, I think that is a nice little touch. But if you're playing the PC version, you can just look up what they say in the files. It's not that big of a deal. They're just kind of well-mannered, and if you reverse my videos, you'll understand what they say. Or just look it up. Just look up, like, East Origin Rue dialogue. You'll find it all. Just be wary of spoilers, but if you're watching this, you already are aware of what's going on, so... Yeah, let's just get rid of all these enemies, and we're going to move on. We're actually going to go down this way first. Normally, this would be the path that you would just go down if you fell down a hole. But we're just going to make do and just kind of go through it. Because I don't intend on falling down any holes. I just intend on getting the item and leaving. So we're just going to go right over here. Get every one of them to spawn chase me. And grab the topaz. Let those go by so they don't hit me. Thank you. And our Thunder Claw has been increased, which is nice because now that they're all kind of just gathering around me, get closer so I can do a little bit more damage. Thank you. There we go. And group together, thank you. I want to see that damage output. Perfect. Hello, 3 enemies. Bye-bye, 3 enemies. All right, and we're just gonna move forward. This time around, we are going to go this way before we go any further that way up north. Right over here, it's gonna make all these jumps. You would fall down below to that area where I just grabbed that item if you were to fall here. I don't intend on falling. It might happen on my way back, I don't know. I've never been particularly good at the platforming. Or dodging things, as you can clearly tell, apparently. I'm just getting whacked in the face constantly. And, oh well, that worked. There we go, and we're gonna grab this. The Crimson Key. That'll just allow us to move forward. It's just another standard key. Let's go right over here. There we go, metal key, which appears to have been coated in blood. Found in the blooded blood area. Gee, it's like, it's coated in blood, and we found it in the blooded blood. Yep, makes sense to me. I'm gonna make sure to have the right thing equipped, just in case I almost fall. There we go. I mean, it was fine. And I almost fell right there. I was holding up on the analog stick a little bit. There we go. And now here's where I could possibly fall, but honestly, yeah, I have a double jump. I'm fine. There we go. I'll go right through here into another area with this guy that's spinning around his staff. He's gonna hit me for 6 and he's dead. Hello there. There we go, and I'm gonna get rid of you while we're at it. And then, whoop, hello there. Don't disappear on me. I'm going to attack you and kill you. Stop it. You didn't really do a good boomer quanger there. You just kind of just disappeared and appeared right in front of me. I feel like you should disappear and move a little bit away. That might work a little better. But who am I to judge your fighting style? I mean, you're dead, so it doesn't really matter too much. Okay, and now for a plant bug thing. Either way, you're dead. There we go. Another one. I'm just going to kind of avoid you two. I don't really necessarily need to deal with everything. I'm just going to speed through this section because it's a little bit of a long winding way. There we go. Through the door. Alrighty. And now up and up and up. Hello there. I guess I'm just going to do that as well. There we go. And in this area here, you start having those things again, so just make sure that you have the chimes equipped so you can actually kill them. Otherwise, they might just come back to life and then start attacking you. So the enemies actually had that going on. You can tell I had them equipped earlier when I was killing them. This area here kind of just has them, so you want to make sure to get rid of them by having that equipped. Otherwise, you're just going to be like, why aren't they dying? And like, oh yeah, that thing exists. Can you not? Thank you. Can you, like... I feel like I'm not on the map. That's a little weird. Either way. Go down. Perfect. I like how you're confused and you float it up in the air a little bit. I guess that makes sense. Kind of. Alrighty. Hello there. Do a little bit of damage on you while you're just twirling your staff around. And then I'll get some of my HP back. Thank you. Can you, like, die? What? There we go. And then you two as well. No, stop moving. This guy is actually using it smart. He's teleporting behind me in order to actually make it so he can do damage, but he didn't actually attack me after teleporting, so that's on him, honestly. Either way, let's activate this. There we go. And I have 40,000. What can I get for 40,000? I could strengthen my stuff, or I can hasten my skill recovery a little bit. I'll wait until I get this because I want my boost recovery gauge to go up a little bit faster. So we're just gonna move forward. Don't really necessarily need to save or anything right now. Hello there. I'm gonna deal with you. Just kind of not fly up in the air. Thank you. Stay on the ground, please. There you go. Because you're the one that's annoying to tackle. Because if you make me fall down, then I have to climb back up and kill you. Either way, we're just gonna go down and get rid of the rest of everything down here. Speaking of boost recovery, let's actually use my boost. There you go. You're dead. And now for you as well. Get over here. Oh no, I'm poisoned. Whatever shall I do with an herb right there and boost max and all that stuff. Hello. Come to me, please. Thank you. Got a level up out of it. And let's see. Am I missing the guy down there, or was there one more over here? Yeah, there's one more over here. Okay. I always forget where that last one is. Okie dokie. And now we go up to a big space that I feel like should have a cutscene. It does not have a cutscene. We're just going to continue forward. And grab this key, the Dragon Bone key. I wonder what bone it's made out of. A key fashioned from demon bones, and it says dragon bones though, found in the Blighted blood area. All right, we're just gonna move forward. Now that we got that, we can open up the door way forward. So we're just gonna go right back over this way, jump over this, jump over that, and then shoop. Pretty easy. We're just gonna kind of tag that, even though I don't really necessarily need to heal my full health right now. Hello, enemies. Thank you. I still feel like I'm not doing a lot of damage, so we're gonna kind of rectify that in a couple seconds. So let's just go right over here and go into this room, which has a bunch of these guys. So I'm just gonna kind of gather them all up over here, literally. There we go. And that should be all of them. Die. There we go. Let's judge your HP just a teeny bit. I'm gonna go right up here and grab something to rectify that situation. A Claria ore. Thank you. Now we're gonna be doing a decent chunk more damage. We now have 221 damage. Perfect. Let's move forward. Hello, enemies. Let's see. Yeah, we're doing a little bit more damage now. That is nice. We're killing them a lot more quickly. A lot more quickly. And that I like. Either way, we're gonna move forward since there's no real reason to be over here aside from killing things. Open the door. And then we got a couple of them over here we can test our newfound strength on. There we go. Perfect. Let's switch over to this so we can actually make these jumps a little bit more efficiently. Perfect. And then swoop, up in the air, do a double jump just for fancy style. Hello, guy that tried to like roundhouse kick me or something. You missed entirely. There we go, we got some phantom boots. These phantom boots, we'll pop them on. Boots made from demon hide, resistant to blood pool damage. By the time you get this, blood pool damage is not really necessarily a thing anymore. These are kind of done with those rooms for the most part. So, oops. Either way, we're done with that. So we're just gonna continue forward. Right over this way. And then that is perfectly lined up. Perfect, nice. Saves me some time. Thank you, guy. And let's see, we're gonna go up this way first. Kind of make a mad dash and hit our head on a wall. Hey, Claw Man. Oh no. Guessing you still haven't found the other goddess if you're wandering around here, huh? Well, no skin off my back. That just means I still have a chance to find her myself. Oh? But aren't you supposed to be guarding the annex? Yeah, I was. Till Zava showed up and told me to get the hell out of there. Said it was in the way or something, I don't know. So I figured I'd go search for the goddess and that black pearl thing some more. I see. So what's happening around those annex now? Those tours from East have taken it, I guess. No biggie, though. The Devil's Gaze is still locked up tight, so they won't be seeing Lady What's-Her-Name anytime soon. Oh, and before I left, some of the sorcerers from East showed up. But your little brother wasn't with them. I wonder where he's got himself into. Come on, don't look at me like that. He's a pretty tough adversary, you know? It's only natural I want to keep tabs on him. I didn't say anything. Since you brought it up, I feel inclined to express my appreciation that you're looking out for him. All right, enough, I'm out of here. Ah, I almost forgot. I got something for you, Claw Man. That gets us the Manted Medallion. What's this? It's a medallion and it'll let you get farther up in the tower. Figure that should give you some sporting chance, you know. But keep wasting time and I'll find that goddess before you do, so don't slack off. Fight the good fight and all that. What an honorable gesture. She and Hugo are more similar than I'm sure either of them will care to admit. They make an excellent couple. Once this whole mess is over anyway. The worst is yet to come. Wonder how it'll all play out from here. Perhaps it's best not to think about it. I should focus my efforts on finding Ria before it's too late. Yep. So that's all this room was for, was a cutscene to get the Manted Medallion. See from Epona, the engraving depicts a demon with huge blades on its arms. Yep, we're going to be fighting a giant mantis for our next boss. So we're just going to continue forward and actually get towards that Manted Medallion user wall thing. All right. I confused you and I thought I confused myself. I got confused. All right, let's move forward. Right over here. All right, another big room that we just do this for. Perfect. Can you imagine getting all the way over here and then you're like, wait, I can't get through that door. And then you're like, where the heck do I get the Manted Medallion? It's like, oh no. And then you realize, oh wait, I missed that entire area over there. Can you really come to me, please? Thank you. You're dead, and you, ow. You actually did some damage. Let's fix that. Thank you. Pop. Get more strength up, grab all this stuff, because we're gonna go right over here. And instead of jumping on these, we have a lot of enemies right down here that I would love to gather up into a giant bundle really quick. Thank you. Get that level up, just kind of destroy everything, have a little bit of graphical slowdown there. That was actually kind of surprising. Either way, that is a nice little spot to just get a decent chunk of experience. So I'm gonna probably be abusing that in a couple minutes. But either way, we're just gonna go right over here. Up, boop, beep, pop, 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 pop. And then there we go. Hello there. And you are round two of the let's just get a bunch of experience. So let's just do this. Thank you. All right, easy peasy, moving on. Hello there. You're a little bit of a straggler, aren't you? That's fine. Gonna grab that and that. Perfect. We almost have enough for what I want to get. Honestly, you could probably get it before I even want to do my grind, so let's just even get rid of everything in this room really quick. There we go, I got enough for the boost recovery. Alrighty, perfect. Gonna move forward a little bit over here, get rid of these guys, which kind of look like smaller versions, or maybe like elite of the smaller versions of the giant boss we're about to fight in a couple seconds. I leveled up again. I was not even paying attention to my experience. I might not even need a grind. Hello there, ow. It's gonna jump. You're gonna jump off while I grab this ruby. That's a little helpful, but not now. Our inferno power is increased. I'm just gonna kind of do this. Get my health back while you're punching me. Thank you. Perfect. And we're just gonna continue forward. Gather these and okay. Gather these enemies over here. Yep. And then let's see. Can I get you all in a little bit of a clump? Kinda. Could fare a little better than that, but that's fine. We're just gonna kind of bop, 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 and then bop, bop, bop. Perfect. You guys clump up together. Thank you. Perfect. All right, and we're just about done here. We're just gonna go right through this room over here. Here. Now we have one more cluster of enemies that I'm just gonna kind of try to gather together as much as possible. We're just gonna go over here and grab this. Thank you. You stay up here. You come over here. Thank you. And then you come over here. Perfect. Thank you. Any other given situation, I would be like, no, don't do that. But then I have that move. And it's like, okay, I get to do that. Hello. Ow. Perfect. And now you are a straggler, so you need to go. All right, that opens up my save point, plus the door. There we go. Wrong button. Well, this is the right button, I just kind of missed. There we go, and let's see. I should have just enough to get what I want, which is there we go. Up. All right, and do I have enough for that? I do. I will get one of them now then. I'm just gonna do the armor and then I'll come back and get the other stuff. So let's see here. Out of all that, I am now level 39. It won't be that big of a grind this time around. It's like a couple levels at best. But I will get that grinding done really quick and we'll be right back. All right, and about 10 minutes of grinding later, honestly, that is exactly how long it took me to grind. But the spot I was what made it really, really easy. This is very, very overkill. So yeah, we're gonna go with that. And I have over 100,000 SP, so let's see what I can get. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get my leggings increased, as well as reducing my MP usage again, because that sounds nice. And honestly, 10 minutes of grind to get that isn't that big of a deal. Especially when you got stuff like this later. Yeah, that'll take a lot longer. But yeah, that is definitely a lot more helpful and goes up a lot more quickly. So now let's just go through this door and get prepared to fight a boss. The Mantid's Chamber. Hello there, Pictomos the Grim Mantid. This fight is exactly the same as with Unica as well as Hugo, except that Hugo needed a power buff in order to get through it by fighting it twice. Here, he may jump and try to do a vertical slash in order to hit you. You can just dodge it by moving over. He'll shoot stuff out of his butt to try to hit everywhere on the field. He'll do the horizontal slash as well as do the charge shot, where if you're up in his face, he might just kind of slam the ground and then bam. Our best counter is our own charge shot with our nice little thunder magic that we can do. After a little bit, he'll just summon his usual minions, which can be a little annoying to deal with. You just make sure to kill him when there's none around, otherwise he'll just come back. But also, he'll do the thing where he kind of grows his mandibles out and just kind of charge you. It's the same fight, like I said. Nothing is new here. It's the exact same stuff. When you see this, just kind of run away for a bit, and you're pretty much good to go. Just wait for him to do his stuff. Otherwise, the only thing you have to be on the watch out for is later on when he's lower on health, he'll jump down, slam the ground, do like an X pattern of spikes. very easy to dodge, all things considered. This boss is very telegraphed. Yeah, look how much damage I'm doing with that alone. Just those small level ups I got that took me 10 minutes, this fight gets destroyed. Unless you leave all those guys out, then he revives, and you're like, uh-oh. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. He doesn't get that much health back, and you can destroy him faster than he could probably even recover from the enemies in general. So, just going to get into a little demonic form here, and then just do a bunch of damage, let him recover. I'm going to give him a second here, get your health back. Very little of anything. He's going to delay the fight very slightly by pushing me back, and done. It would have taken maybe about 20 more seconds had I not leveled up 3 more times, but 3 more times past what would be required for him anyway to even do sufficient damage. But yeah, he's not that hard. Unlike Hugo, who needed a power buff at that point, but we're not going to go there.
The uppermost floors of the tower lie just beyond. Dallas and Zava are likely finalizing preparations for the ritual. I have to find Rhea before those fiends get their hands on her. You don't give up easily, do you? Rhea. I spoke with Fina by Lila Shell. Seems you know the whole story now. I do. Then you should understand why we, as goddesses, must do this. Please, give me the harmonica that Fina entrusted to you. Oh, what an interesting request. That has more than just sentimental value to you, does it? Some magical properties as well, perhaps? Ages claim the tonal quality of the clarion instrument could be used to release the full power of our wings. And its echo could temporarily weaken the demonic essence. So that's it. Alright, I understand your situation then. But I gave this harmonica to you as a token of my feelings. I never intended for it to be used like that. Sure, you two may be goddesses. But what does that really mean? How are you any different from the rest of us where it counts? I'll never forget how you smiled when I gave this to you. I wanted to freeze that moment and see that smile on your face forever. But if this harmonica is nothing more than a tool to you now, I prefer to keep it for myself, thank you. It's a bit hypocritical for you to lecture me about my decision, Toll. After all, haven't you been planning to sacrifice yourself this whole time? Have you even given the slightest thought to how I feel? Do you have any idea what you've been putting me through all this time? I have an inkling. And I know I'm running a fool's errand. I know this is pointless and that my methods are unseemly. But that's why I'm here right now. I've exposed myself for the small-minded, weak-willed coward that I am. And it's time to make amends. It's time to set things right. I don't intend to let any sacrifices be made in the name of bringing order to this chaos. Not a one. Not even myself. But I can't do this alone. I need your strength. I want the two of us and everyone else to be able to live in peace and tranquility once more. I want the old ease back. I know this is a selfish attitude to have, and it's probably unrealistic at this point. But if you and I and all the other knights and sorcerers, if every one of us pulls every last bit of our power together, I'm certain we could achieve the impossible. So please, just humor me here. Lend me your strength. I must admit, I seem to misjudge your intentions completely. You never cease to amaze me. Well, you always did say I was careless. I figure, why not break the mold now? It's been working pretty well for me all these years. Or maybe I've just finally accepted the fact that you're a goddess, and I decided I'd try my hand at praying for a miracle. Either way, there's one absolute certainty in my mind. I want my future to be with you. Toll, you truly are one of a kind. What a magnificent farce. What? Toll! Can't have you interrupting the fun now, can we? You bastards! What's happened to Hugo? What have you done to him? Isn't it obvious? He's accepted a demonic element of his very own as compensation for your betrayal. To be frank, I never truly believed you were on our side. Oh, you claimed you were, and you followed orders quite nicely. But when push came to shove, you hesitated. It was a dead giveaway. Yes, that's very good. Come, Hugo, you have a playmate now. Toll! He's all bark and no bite. No, I don't think it's fair to say that Toll is weak. Rather, Hugo's simply that strong. Stronger than I could have possibly hoped, in fact. Seems the poor boy must have been quite the magic prodigy. Certainly a stroke of luck they were able to turn him so easily. You goddamn bastards! The white and the black are now ours. At long last, the final ceremony can begin. My dear goddess, for your sake, I hope you lend us your power willingly. Stop! Toll, please don't do anything rash. It's all right, you don't need to worry about me. Ria. Ah, how touching, it almost brings a tear to my eye. I could simply finish you off here, but I enjoyed your little farce so much I couldn't bear to cut it short without seeing how it ends. So please, continue crawling up the tower like the insect you are. It should make for some first-rate entertainment. No, I can't let it end here. Move. Get up, damn it! My, how the mighty have fallen. Xian? Feeling a bit more mobile now. Yes. Sorry, Xian. Wish I had time to thank you, but don't worry, I know. You go on ahead. Lady Ria needs you. How? Heard the short version of what happened from Lady Fina. She told me of your true intentions and of your newfound determination. Here, take this with you. You might need it. Receive the Lila shell. There's only one catch. If you have the Lila shell, it means you're one of us. Knowing that, will you still accept it? Yes. Yes, with pleasure. I was hoping you would say that. We'll catch up as soon as we can free Lady Fina. Please, take care of yourself. I will.
Not that we'll ever need to use the Lila shell, but it is a nice addition to have if you need any hints at this point. Not that we'll really need it, but yeah.
Such recklessness. But then he is quite strongly motivated. I certainly wouldn't want to be the one standing in his way. Alright, back to Rado's Annex. Hope Rico can dissolve the spell in time.
Well, they'll have plenty of time because next time Azure plays more East Origin, we're gonna head through the Demonic Core. This one's gonna be a long one because we have quite a few bosses to get through. So, see you all then.